Beloved, if that man who walked away from you, who left you standing in the middle of your own heartbreak, comes knocking at your door again, don't you rush to open it with the same hands you once used to beg him to stay. Don't you let the sound of his voice drown out the truth your soul has been whispering ever since he left, that you survived without him, that you rebuilt without him, that you found the pieces of yourself you could never hold. You see, sometimes a man doesn't come back because he's changed. He comes back because the place he left is now shining in a way he can't ignore. And if you are not careful, you will confuse his return for repentance, his presence for love, his longing for commitment. Baby girl, this is not about whether he misses you. This is about whether you remember who you became when he was gone. Because the question is not, will you take him back? The question is, will you betray yourself again? And only one of those answers will set you free. Beloved, I want you to hear me with your spirit, not just your ears. Because I know what it's like when the one who walked away comes back around. I know the trembling in your chest, the racing thoughts, the way your heart tries to leap ahead of your wisdom. I know how memory will play tricks on you, making you remember the laughter and not the tears, the warmth and not the cold. You'll remember the moments he held you, but not the nights you cried yourself to sleep. That's how the heart works when it's hungry. It romanticizes what hurt it the most. But baby, let me tell you the truth. Not every knock on your door is an invitation from God. Sometimes it's a test. Sometimes it's life asking you, have you learned yet? Have you healed yet? Will you choose yourself this time? And I know in the deepest part of you, there's a little girl who still just wants to be chosen. She still wants to hear, I was wrong. I miss you. I can't live without you. But the woman in you, the one who rose from the ashes when he left, she knows better. She knows love isn't proven by leaving and coming back. She knows you don't prove your worth by making it easy for someone to return after they've discarded you. You see, we have been taught by our mothers, our grandmothers, by the women who came before us to be the forgivers, the fixers, the ones who hold the door open in case they ever want to come back. And many of those women died with empty hearts because they mistook endurance for love. My grandmother used to tell me, baby, a man will show you who he is when he leaves, but he'll show you even more when he comes back. What she meant was sometimes their return isn't about you at all. It's about where they are, what they lost, what they can't replace. And if you are not rooted in your truth, you will become a resting place for a man who never intended to stay. So I'm asking you, when he comes back, before you answer, sit with yourself. Sit with the version of you who begged for his love and didn't get it. Sit with the version of you who found the courage to keep breathing when your chest felt like it was caving in. Sit with the version of you who promised, never again will I let someone break me like that. And ask her what she needs, not what your loneliness needs, not what your fantasies need, what she needs. Because here's the thing, healing will make you unrecognizable to the people who left you broken. The woman you are now may no longer fit in the life you had then. And sometimes when a man comes back, it's not God bringing him, it's the enemy trying to pull you out of alignment with the life you've been building. The blessing isn't always in the return. Sometimes the blessing is in the closure you can give yourself without reopening the wound. I want you to remember this. Love does not leave you in pieces and then return asking for forgiveness without repentance. Love does not abandon and then expect access. Love does not test your survival just to see if you'll still be there when it's convenient. Love shows up, stays present, and grows with you. Anything less is not love, baby. It's a habit. It's a comfort. It's a convenience. And I know it's hard. I know that after months, maybe years of silence, hearing his voice again can feel like water to a thirsty soul. But what if you're not thirsty anymore? What if you've been drinking from your own well and this isn't water? It's poison wrapped in nostalgia. That's why you must slow down. You must check in with yourself before you check back in with him, because sometimes the most powerful form of love is not taking someone back, but blessing them from a distance. I want you to think about this. If he truly has changed, if he truly is ready to love you the way you deserve, he will be patient with your boundaries. He will be consistent in his actions. He will not rush you, pressure you, or guilt you into opening the door. And if he can't handle your pause, he was never ready for your presence. So, beloved, if he comes back, let him meet the healed you. Let him meet the woman who knows her worth so deeply she doesn't need to prove it by saying yes. Let him feel the strength of your silence, the weight of your discernment, the beauty of your peace. Let him understand that coming back doesn't mean picking up where you left off. It means earning the right to even be in your atmosphere again. You are not a revolving door. You are not a backup plan. You are not a home someone can abandon and expect to find untouched when they return. You are the prize, the garden, the temple, and not everyone who visits is meant to stay. So before you let him back in, ask yourself, will this relationship water my soul, or will it drain me again? Will his presence help me grow, or will it stunt my healing? Will I lose myself again if I say yes? And answer honestly, because your future depends on it. You've already proven you can survive without him. Now prove you can protect what you've built since he's been gone. That, my love, is the real victory. That is the real love. The love you give yourself when you refuse to go back to what broke you. And if he truly belongs in your life, his actions will prove it without you having to sacrifice your peace. Because sometimes the most sacred, most powerful, most God-filling thing you can do is simply not open the door. Baby, close your eyes for a moment and let your spirit breathe. You have walked through the fire and you are still here. You have been cracked open by love, by loss, by the hands of people who didn't know how to hold you, and yet your soul still remembers the sound of wholeness. Hear me when I tell you, you are not the same woman he left. You are not the same woman who waited, who hoped, who prayed for his return while forgetting her own reflection. No, beloved, you are the woman who learned that absence can be a gift, that silence can be a sanctuary, that your own arms can be the safest place to rest. And if he comes back, if his footsteps find their way to your door, you will not be the woman who begs him to stay. You will be the woman who looks him in the eyes and knows without shaking that her worth is not a bargain, her love is not a discount, and her presence is not a second chance for someone who couldn't see it the first time. You will stand in the fullness of who you are, and you will choose not from fear, but from truth. You will remember that God never removes without replacing, never closes without opening, never breaks without building something more sacred in its place. So hear me, daughter. Whether you let him in or you let him go, let it be because your spirit said yes, not your wounds, not your loneliness, not your longing. Let it be because you know that love is not meant to drain you, confuse you, or make you question if you are enough. Let it be because you have learned to trust yourself more than you trust someone else's return. And tonight, when you lay your head down, I want you to whisper to your own heart, I am the home I was searching for. I am the love I was waiting for. I am the answer to my own prayers. Let those words wrap around you like a quilt, stitched by the hands of every woman before you who chose herself. Let them remind you that you are whole, even if someone else never comes back. You are worthy, even if they cannot see it. You are complete, even if no one ever arrives to confirm it. Beloved, this is your holy remembering. Go in peace, go in power, go in truth. And when you walk forward from here, do not look back with longing, only with gratitude for how far you've come. Because the real love story is not that he left and returned. The real love story is that you found your way back to you.